All right, good morning. So I'm going to start off with the P28 Original High Protein Bagel brand. 6 come in a bag. I put 4 in the freezer and then I kept 2 out. I only have half of a bagel. I don't eat a full bagel. I just can't ingest that much bread anyway, but also due to the stats. So you'll see here consistency wise, it's got some nice holes. It's got like a spongy texture. I definitely toast these. And then I put a little bit of cream cheese on them. You can also do high protein peanut butter. That's actually how I used to eat it when I was starting to introduce breads into my life post VSG. With a high protein spread, if you smear 2 tablespoons on there, you're going to get an extra 14 grams, 12 to 14 grams of protein if you go for a high protein peanut butter. All right, bagel stats here. A full bagel is 260 calories, 7 grams of fat, 25 carbs, but subtract 4 for fiber, and you're looking at 21 carbs, and protein is 28 grams. So half of that would be 130 calories with 14 grams of protein, 10 and a half carbs. All right. So again, smear some cream cheese, you get some protein. Smear some peanut butter, even more protein. It's a great choice. I just highly recommend that you toast it. All right, everybody, I'm super excited to try this protein ultra thin pizza crust. 3 come in a pack. You can see it's about as big as my hand. And stats wise, you're looking at 110 calories, 1 gram of fat, 8 net carbs, 16 grams of protein, and that's what I was super excited about. So by the time you add your shredded cup of cheese and your pepperoni, you're definitely going to be pulling in almost 30 grams of protein for this pizza. So I'm going to build it just like a normal pizza would be. I'm going to put, 2 tablespoons of marinara on there, some shredded cheese, and some pepperoni, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out. Okay, so what I did is use 2 tablespoons of marinara. I spread that on the pizza. I shook a little bit of Italian seasoning on top of that and a small sprinkle of Parmesan. I laid down my pepperoni. Then I cut up a string cheese because I'm all out of mozzarella cheese. I've laid that down and I've also sprinkled a little bit more of Parmesan on that. It says to cook it for 8 to 10 minutes. I have my oven with a pizza stone in there heating up, and I'll show you guys the finished product momentarily. All right, you guys, pizza came out of the oven. Only took about 8 minutes. Nice and crispy. Crust is great on the bottom. It's very thin. If you can see that, a thin crust. Yeah, I will definitely use this again to make pizza, especially with it having such a high protein level. I actually clocked my protein for this and it came out to 28 grams of protein. How awesome is that? And you're looking at less than 10 net carbs for this meal. So I'm really excited to have this. All right, everybody, so I'm going to give this protein ultra thin pizza crust a try. 3 crusts come in each packet. Stats for 1 crust is 110 calories, 8 net carbs, 16 grams of protein. That's amazing. So here we have my little pizza crust. As you can see, it's about the size of my hand. I was craving a barbecue chicken pizza, so I've got some sugar-free barbecue sauce. I cut up 2 ounces of chicken and diced up a slice of bacon. I'm doing half a string cheese, a little bit of cheddar, and some parm. So let me assemble this and then I'll let you guys know what it looks like. All right, you guys, as you can see, this baby's fully loaded, and I only used a little bit. I probably could have used less chicken, maybe even 1 ounce of chicken, but I'm trying to have a nice high protein count. So I'm going to pop this in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes, pull it out, and then I'll give you the stats, and I'll let you know how it tastes. Okay, you guys, so here's the finished product. I sprinkled a little bit of red pepper flakes on it to give it some spice. I took a bite so I could let you know what it tastes like. Quickly, I wanted to let you know I put in the stats before I put it in the oven, and I realized the protein was actually too high. So I ended up taking half an ounce of chicken off of it. So there's only 1.5 ounces of chicken on this now. Stat-wise, the whole pizza is 318 calories, 37 grams of protein. You could probably reduce that by taking more chicken off or some bacon off. 11 net carbs, 14 grams of fat. It's got a nice crispy crust. The crust is thin, as you can see. It's nice and crispy on the bottom. Highly recommend this. It's delicious. I will definitely be using this for pizza. I'm just way too lame to invest time in chicken crust pizza and fathead pizza, which I made once. This is easy. It's simple. I can throw it in the oven really fast. Highly recommend. All right, you guys. So I'm doing a review of the Joseph's Flax, Oat Bran, and Whole Wheat Lavash bread. Stats is for half a lavash, half a sheet, which as you can see is huge. It is 60 calories, 1.5 fat, 8 carbs, but 4 fibers, so 4 net carbs and 6 protein. I'm also using the Euro sliced meat from Trader Joe's. It comes in a small packet. You put it in the pan and just fry it up, and literally it takes 2 minutes to, nice one, to heat up. So, what did I do? I took out the bread and one-handing this, cut it in half with the pizza cutter. And then I decided just to heat it up very lightly over the heat to make it a little bit more pliable and take that rawness out that bread has sometimes. I got some hummus, feta, and the tzatziki creamy garlic cucumber dip from Trader Joe's. So I'm going to go ahead and build my gyro, and then I'll give you guys the stats on what it is. Okay, so I've built my gyro. I did 1 tablespoon of hummus, which I smeared on the bottom, a couple leaves of spinach, the gyro meat, a very thinly sliced red onion, 1 slice of tomato halved, a tablespoon of the tzatziki, and then 1 teaspoon of the crumbled feta. Stats came out to 315 calories, 16 grams of protein, 11 net carb, 21 fat. Super excited to eat this. It looks delicious. All right, so you guys, I rolled it up and I took a bite, kind of like a little burrito. You guys, the taste is amazing. The bread is delicious. I would definitely continue to get that. It came with 4 huge squares in the bag, so I froze 2 of them and I kept 2 unfrozen. I'm going to eat off this for the next 4 days. I'll probably eat one every single day. I'll just cut one in half. And the gyro meat, there's actually 4 servings in that as well, so it's going to work out perfectly. In addition to the hummus I got some of those pita breads, and I'm going to make some chips with that and use it as dip for the hummus and the tzatziki, and I'll try to maybe try those out tomorrow. All right. Definitely give it 2 thumbs up. I love this bread, and I will be getting it again. Hey everybody. Okay, so this morning I'm going to attempt to make my own pita chips. I love Stacy's pita chips or Trader Joe's pita chips. And so I'm going to attempt to use this so it's lower net carbs. This is one, as you can see, 1 pita is the size of my hand. Stats are for 1 pita, 60 calories, 2 fats, 5 net carb, and 6 protein. So hopefully this will be a much better choice than buying the store-bought pita chips you see in the store. With this pita, what I started to do was I sliced it open. I used the scissors actually, and I was lazy. I cut around the edge quickly, and then very slowly with my fingers, I'm starting to peel the pita in half, okay? And as you can see, it kind of sticks to the inside, but if you go slowly, it comes apart. Okay, so this one tore a little bit, which is okay. I'm going to just make some cuts with a knife where the seams are. This one, as you can see, is fine. So I'm gonna cut these into strips, and then I'm going to brush them with some olive oil and a little bit of salt, and then place them on the pan. Okay, everybody, so I brushed both of the whole pitas with a little bit of olive oil, and then I sprinkled with some salt, and then I sliced it with a pizza cutter into strips and then into cubes. This is how many chips I got from both sides of the pizza, which is a nice healthy amount. So I'm gonna pop them into an oven at 375. I'm gonna start with 5 minutes and go up to 10 minutes. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it so that they don't burn. It is quite thin, so I wanna make sure that they come out at the right time. Okay, everybody, so at 5 minutes, I went and checked on them and they were still a little bit soft, and I decided to flip each one of them over. Cooked it for another 3 minutes. Totally perfect. It is definitely a crunchy cracker. You can hear the little crack. And then I've just taken some white bean dip and some of my homemade yogurt, and I'm gonna mix it together. And I'm just doing this to up the protein a little bit. Sorry. I'm doing this to up the protein. And now I have a delicious dip and some awesome protein chips. And my protein for this is going to be 11 protein for the dip and the chips, and my carb is 6 net carbs. So it's pretty awesome. All right, thanks guys. Hey everyone, so here I'm using one of the regular size Joseph pitas. I've cut it in half. I have a sprinkling of cheese on the bottom and then some chopped up pork sausage, Jimmy Dean style, below. I have an egg scrambled with a dollop of Greek yogurt in place of sour cream, and then a little bit of salsa. Stats came out to 280 calories, 22 grams of protein, 5 net carbs, 19 fat. So it's a great little breakfast like burrito. It's just partially opened on top. I just heat up. As you can see, I grilled the pita just a little bit so it wasn't super soggy, and it's delish. Okay guys, this is the Mama Lupe's low carb tortillas. You can see it's about the size of my hand. Stats: 1 tortilla, 60 calories, 3 net carbs, 5 grams of protein. I have used these. I have not taped anything, and that's because I'm not going to recommend them. For me personally, I do not like them. You definitely cannot eat it what I considered raw in this state. You need to toast it over an open flame or in a hot pan to make it have a more tortilla-like feel. I just feel personally that there are a lot of low-carb tortilla options at the grocery store. I know Mission sells them and other ones, and they might be 1 or 2 net carbs higher. I've seen them, for 5 carbs or 6 carbs. This one's 3 carbs, but they taste significantly better than this one. So this is my only thumbs down on a product. All the other ones I would happily order and use again. Hey guys, so I'm really excited tonight to try out a homemade pizza. I'm going to use the flat out light original, half the calories, half the carbs. Stat wise for this, you're looking at 90 calories for 1 full flatbread. Carbs, 14, but subtract fibers. So you're looking at 6 net carbs, 9 grams of protein. Just to give you an idea, this is my hand. So that's how much bigger than my hand. So it's going to be a huge pizza. I'm going to go for a white pizza today. This is some of the stuff I have in my fridge. I have some homemade pesto. I have some sauteed spinach and onion. I usually use this for my eggs in the morning, but I'm going to top my pizza with this. Some prosciutto, some cheese. I'm not sure what yet. Ricotta, goat, Italian parm. So let me just create something, pop it in the oven, and I'll come back with you with the full stats when I'm done. All right, so what I've done is I've measured out everything. Here I have 1/4 cup of ricotta, and I just added some salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning to that. Here I measured out 1/4 cup of the spinach and onion mixture, and I added 2 tablespoons of the pesto, mixed it all together. I'm actually gonna put that as my base. Then I'm gonna do my cheese. I have 1/4 cup cheese. Then I'm gonna do 1/4 cup parm. I have 1 ounce of goat cheese and my ricotta. So I'm gonna dabble that on there. And then I have 3 slices of the prosciutto. So let's see what this gorgeous pizza looks like. Okay, so layer 1 is done. Okay, mozzarella next, layer 2 is done. Okay, so this is layer 3 with the ricotta. Obviously the pizza's filling up, so I'm gonna scratch the goat cheese and not do it this time. Maybe that'll be for another pizza in the future. Okay, so layer 4 with the Parmesan is done. At this point, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in the oven. I'm gonna wait for the prosciutto. If you put prosciutto in at the beginning, it could burn, and I don't wanna do that. So I'm gonna start the pizza off like this and then toss the prosciutto on maybe the last minute or top it when it comes out of the oven. All right, you guys, here's the finished product. Calories, 430 calories for this huge pizza, so that's a lot. But you'd probably be eating the same amount of calories with a regular slice of pizza or two. However, this one has 32.5 grams of protein, 26 fat, and the carbs, you guys, netted 11 carbs. The crust is definitely crispy on the outside. Underneath, it feels a little bit softer. Next time, what I'll probably do is throw the flatbread in for 2 minutes without anything on it. Flip it on both sides to crisp both sides. Then I'll probably put on the same products and then throw it back in the oven and see if there's a difference. I'm definitely going to need to use a knife and fork to eat this, but I can't wait to try it. I'm really excited. Okay, you guys, so the verdict. As you can see, I cut it in half and then cut each side into 3 pieces. I've had 1 piece. I'm starting to fill up. There's no way I can eat this whole pizza. I think I'll probably be able to eat these other 2 slices, so a half a pizza, but not the other half. Also, a little bit too much ricotta. I think next time I'll cut the ricotta in half, and that will actually cut the carbs in half. It'll shave 2 carbs off. And then if I'm only eating half a pizza, even more. That will also cut the protein in half though, because I won't be getting all that protein. So I'm gonna play with this just a little bit more. I think I'll make this with this pizza base, maybe when it's just me and my sister hanging out and she can eat half and I can eat half, because I don't think this is gonna reheat very well. I think it's gonna get soggy and go to waste. But I love the combination of the pesto with the spinach and the ricotta with the prosciutto. So this was a great experiment tonight, and I can't wait to continue playing with it. Okay guys, as promised, here's a review for P28, the original high protein bread. It's sliced and looks like real bread that you would eat anytime. This morning I made a toasted egg in a hole. There's my egg, my little sausage patty. Amazing stats, let me tell you why. Here we go. P28 has in one slice 130 calories, 14 grams of protein, 10 net carbs. It's amazing. Love this stuff. My whole breakfast this morning is going to be 290 calories, 26.5 grams of protein, 15 for fat, 12 net carbs.